I do want to introduce the video. Tell them. What do they need to know? Do they need to know things or nothing? Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel that knows nothing. I'm Jim and let's get to it. So today we are diving on into the Encanto Book Tag, so let's go. Number 1 in this tag is the Madrigal family, and that is name a book that explores multiple generations, and I've decided to go with Saga on this one because basically it is Hazel telling the story of how her parents met and all their tales of woe, and then also grandparents pop up here and there. So you can probably fight it, but it does. I would justify that it does explore multiple generations, just not in depth. Number 2 in this tag is Waiting on a Miracle, and that is name a book that you enjoyed but it took longer than expected to finish, and I've gone with Frog Kisser on this one. I liked it, but I also didn't at the same time. I liked the premise of it and it was really cool, but then I felt like it over-explained in some areas, or it just did a lot of telling and not showing, and it was frustrating. And it was probably is directed at a younger audience. So like really I can't say much. I am an adult now. It's probably a teen read, not really a young adult read. But I still had fun with it, but also like it took years off my life. Number 3 in this tag is Surface Pressure, and that is name a character that does it all. And I picked Kaya from Where the Crawdads Sing. I feel like she gets left with like a lot of responsibility that isn't really hers, and like she gets abandoned by all the people that she has ever trusted her entire life, and she just has to make her way through life. And it really sucks, but it's also a fantastic read. It's really good. It's got a lot of like, you know, watching someone grow up and turn into the person they're meant to be, and it's also got a lot of murder mystery type vibes. So if that is your kind of thing, definitely worth the read. Number 4 in this tag is We Don't Talk About Bruno, and that is talk about a book that you don't talk about. And I feel like I am yet to really dive into Fourth Wing and Iron Flame on this channel, mainly because I feel like it is somewhat problematic. A lot of people either love it or hate it, and I definitely fall into the love it category. It's really fun. I feel like it is made for the people who were obsessed with dragons when they were young, and are still obsessed to this day. So I really enjoyed it for that aspect of it. Like I could really take or leave the romantic aspect. I just really want to go to the academy and get a fucking dragon. Number 5 in this tag is What Else Can I Do? And that is name a book that you thought was going to be light and fluffy but ended up hitting you emotionally, and I've got to go with A Scatter of Light. I thought I was getting into a little bit of a teen getaway novel. She has problems with her friends, and so she goes and lives with her grandma, and that is not what it was about at all. I mean, it kind of was, but that was so surface level of what actually happened. There was like a lot of layers to it, and it was all about like growing up and sort of like dealing with the harshness of life, and it was really good. Also very sad, but good, but sad. Number 6 in this tag is Dos Orestas. I'm probably butchering that, I'm sorry. But as name characters who made you believe in soulmates, and I'm picking Nina and Matthias for this one. I really did love them together. It really did show you that opposites kind of attract, but their core values and who they are as people really, like, you know, that's what made them work. And also I just don't think I will ever forgive Lee Bardugo for killing him off. I'm sorry for the spoiler, but oh my lord, what the fuck? I mean, it's kind of hard because I don't mind Nina's new relationship, like I like them together, but also it's very hard after coming from Matthias. You know, I loved him. He's probably up there as my favorite crow after, you know, Inej and Nina, then him. You know, top 3. Number 7 in this tag is All of You, and that is name a book that features rebuilding of relationships, and I'm going with A Man Called Ove on this one, mainly because it is about rebuilding a relationship from his past, but it also is about creating new ones. And I feel like he is this like classic old grumpy man that then sort of opens his heart like a fraction and then like all his love sort of like bursts out, but in the completely wrong way. He's good at showing that he loves people, but it's not in the way that you expect you would receive love. And also like is just a devastatingly beautiful book. I feel like there is a lot of people who don't like this book, and I don't understand why, because I feel like it has so much charm to it. It is quite a morbid premise. Basically, he's trying to commit suicide throughout the book because he wants to, you know, be with his wife again, and he doesn't feel like he really belongs in the world anymore. But each time that this happens, he's given a reason not to do that, and I feel like that is, you know, amazing. We don't see that in enough books. We just see the after effects, and I think it's very horrible. Number 8 in this tag is Colombia Mi Encanta, and that is name a book that left you immersed in culture. And I've picked Aristotle and Dante for this one, mainly because I feel like it's the one I've read recently and has probably done it the best in showing both sides of someone who really loves their culture and someone who is kind of like, I'm not sure about it. And I feel like it does a good job of like kind of also weaving it into like real life as well as bringing that culture forward. Anyway guys, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, subscribe, because that is always nice, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.